Okay, I know, Tom, that I said this video would start in 2 minutes, but I figured, I don't know, maybe we should just start the show prematurely, like announcing news that Tom Brady retired when he didn't actually retire. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. $32 jerseys, Perna. 32. My hair wasn't done. I was enjoying a Saturday. You and I were texting this morning about it's so weird for like the first time in a month. I'm not working on a Saturday. Maybe I'll put a Titans, reaction fan out today. I'll put that out today. But no, I drop everything when Adam Schefter tweets out that Tom Brady's retired. And then the NFL does it. And then TB12 puts it out. Julian Edelman's calling him babe and is like, oh, thank you so much. Mike Evans is saying thanks for the memories. And guess what? After all that, apparently Tom Brady's papa comes out and goes, I ain't going anywhere. Not even close. Not even close. Accumulation of information. Adam Schefter, I hate you. I legit hate you. And I don't hate a lot of people, but I hate you. I recorded for 40 minutes taking jerseys on and off and on and off and on and off. And now what?
So Tom Brady can still probably retire, but just when he tells us he will. Oh my God. Look, Tom, I know you're upset. And honestly, I get it. Bunch of Tampa Bay Buccaneers players tweeting, congratulating Tom. And that looks like he's retiring. But you got to understand that Tom Brady probably did not have time to call all of his Buccaneers players and tell them individually, look, I'm retiring. So they get the news the same way a lot of us do, which is through Twitter. We get so much sports news through Twitter because trusted sources like Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport and their source, Jeff Darlington, and the NFL, like all of these legit sources put out information there first before they can get on TV, usually before they can put an article up on their website. So they see it when we see it, the players of their own team, their own quarterback. So yeah, they're going to congratulate him right away when they hear the news, and it's still pretty likely. I think that he will retire, maybe, possibly. I don't know. He's probably coming back for a year. But it happened so fast. And then we started hearing little chirps. He hasn't told Bruce Arians. He hasn't told the Buccaneers. Oh no, he called the Buccaneers and told them he hasn't made a decision. So this is what I think happened. Adam Schefter reported that he's got sources close to Tom that are saying he's going to retire. None of those sources are indeed Tom Brady, which surprises me that Adam Schefter doesn't even have Tom Brady as an official source. Then you got to ask, well, what is this close circle around Tom Brady and who betrayed him? Who leaked that he's retiring, or who is saying he's retiring when he hasn't said anything? Who's just trying to have that connection with Adam Schefter? There's a lot of questions there, Tom.
I mean, listen, there's an episode of Game of Thrones where there's information that is given to multiple people, and each one of it is fake, to weed out. So basically what I'm saying is either Adam Schefter or Tom Brady is going to have someone killed tonight. 1,000,000%. Like there's, how the Lombardi got tossed from a boat? He's going to be tossing a corpse from a boat. So yeah, that's how we're going today. That's how we're going. And I'm like, okay. Because when everyone started, it wasn't even a question, because Schefter tweeted out, and I was like, oh, okay, like this is what happened. Okay. And then everyone starts tweeting it out. And I literally went right from there to writing this entire video, as you see, recording it I was finished up and I saw I had a text message and I was like, oh, it's probably Perna saying like, I'm ready to go live. And I check your text because I wasn't online. And you were like, oh, it's not official.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he's going to retire or come back is the question now.
Well, I think he's going to still retire, but like apparently like not even close. That's problematic. And then like the thing is like the TB12 company sent out a tweet.
Oh yeah.
Like that's what I think confuses me the most. It's not the players because it's like you said. You know? It's because they could have just gotten it from Schefter. They got it from Twitter and they're like, okay, whatever, this is the thing. But
I mean, I think that just goes to show like Tom Brady's not running that account, right? It's some social media manager person. And they're seeing they see Adam Schefter and like, oh shit, we better get up a tweet about our own guy. We better get a tweet about our own dude up here. And then, that tweet was deleted. Luckily, I just happened to screen grab it. So this is the only place you can see that tweet, ladies and gentlemen. That's how good Grossi Perna show is. Don't forget to subscribe.
That's it, baby.
This is real sports journalism happening.
That's it. And it was on the NFL Network. Like it was all over there. It was over like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know where Tom Brady is because I'm not my Tom Brady's keeper. But dude, I'm pissed. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
And again, like I was ready to be like, you know what, props, great career, what have you. But now, nope. Tom Brady has hurt me once again, and he didn't even beat us in the NFC Championship game this year. Like he found a way to somehow still ruin NFC Championship weekend. He still found a way.
He's so good at torturing us that he can do it without beating our football teams now.
Yeah, that's how good he is. That's how much of a magician he is. He's just like, oh. Now, my question is, if you're Tom Brady and you saw all this, what is running through your mind right now? Like you see everybody tweeting about it and you're like, hey, like what's going on?
Look, I have never, ever referred to Tom Brady as the GOAT.
True.
Because I just don't think you can have one quarterback, one player who is the best of all time. Never called him. Refused. One of the last standing men in this illustrious category. If Tom Brady comes back and plays one more year of football, just despite Adam Schefter, just despite the sports media, I'll call him the GOAT. I will call him the GOAT. But only if his plans were to retire.
Yeah.
And he's like, these mother lickers that I trusted betrayed my information, disallowing me to do it on my own terms. So one Tom Brady, shall come back for one more season, even though I didn't want to. Even though my body's starting to tell me no. I'm telling my body yes.
My mind is telling me no.
I'm going to go to the Detroit Lions, and I'm going to win them a Super Bowl. Me and Dan Campbell are going to eat not only kneecaps, but entire human bodies together. Yeah. Then I'll call him the GOAT. Or just the spite. But Brady has to come out and say, like, I was going to retire.
At his press conference, he was like, I inflated all my footballs at home, because I was never going to throw them again. And then Schefter tweeted that out. And I hate Adam Schefter so much that I'm going to come back and play another year. Yeah.
We get a spite year from him, I'm down.
And the first call is going to be to Ian Rappaport when he actually does retire.
Well, that's the thing. Ian Rappaport reported it too. Yeah. He's got to give us the scoop. That's the other deal. He's got to give us the scoop.
I want to see, because it was great because Schefter literally just tweeted out what his agents, like what Brady's agent said. And it was like, oh, yeah. Oops.
Yeah, because then Brady's agent came out and said he hasn't made. Well, I got that tweet too. Want me to pull it up?
Do it.
Because it's also vague. It's like,
I'm
not going to confirm or deny the information you have, Adam. Here it is.
Yeah.
I understand the advanced speculation about Tom's future without getting into the accuracy or inaccuracy of what's being reported. Tom will be the only person to express his plans with complete accuracy. He knows the realities of the football business and planning calendar as well as anybody, so that should be soon.
And it's funny because another tweet came out, said that they're not even he's not even close. So now it's going to just fuel even more speculation. All the blue check marks are going to start getting clicks because they could just be, according to a source, he's not going to figure it out till May. There's talks about like he gets a bonus, I think, in February, so he wouldn't retire until after that point, so he can get a bonus. You know, he does still have another year on the he has a year on the contract. There's so much now, but officially right now, folks, if you're just tuning in, there's 5,700 of you here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In case you're tuning in now, Tom Brady, it was tweeted out by Adam Schefter that he retired. Everybody and their mother started making announcements about how he retired. And then Adam Schefter was like, oh, crap, never mind. And Tom Brady at this moment in time on January 29th, 2022 is not retired. He is not retired. He is not.
So, we still have to call Tom Brady a player in the National Football League as of this moment.
Yeah. So that's fun.
You know who didn't dance around the retirement, Tom? You know who didn't leak fake information about their retirement, Tom?
Johnny John John!
That's
My
true.
king, John
that
Elway.
Man just helicoptered into the end zone and then helicoptered out of our lives.
Yes. I mean,
not out of your life because he's still there, but
he's right here. Like, he had to tell a newspaper he was going to retire. And you had to read that in the damn paper.
You didn't find out until a week later.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah, Adam Schefter, that Tom Brady. You know what? I would respect that. If Tom Brady and Gronkowski are both in the Royal Rumble tonight and one of them wins, then I'll be like, you know what? All is forgiven then. All is forgiven. Like, I'm still going to have to put this video out. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to put it out. I don't even care. I'm going to have to shoot more scenes. It's going to be a thing. Yeah. Well, again, that's what I said, mister. Like, it's confusing because, like, his own company tweeted it out. Yeah. And that's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, so I guess right now, Ian Rappaport is saying Tom Brady does intend to retire. Per several people close to him, the pushback appears to be based on timing rather than his eventual decision.
Gotcha. So he wants to just make a big spectacle of it.
Yeah, basically. How many people like are close to him that know he's going to retire? Like, those are some loose lips. Loose lips.
Someone said that they were close to me.
TB12 methods. What?
Someone said that they were close to me. Yeah, it's just I'm just pissed. Like, and so now
what
we're
if
just
Giselle was just the one calling everyone's like, he's retiring. Like, Tom hasn't made a decision, but she just took it into her own hands. I was like, hey, Ian, Giselle here. Yeah, Tom's done. Adam, Giselle, Tom out. Boom. They're like, oh, Giselle's telling us.
So Gronk literally was just like, hey, Giselle, can Tom come out and play? And he's like, no, you know what? I'm tired of it. And then it was like, he's retired. And Gronk was like, oh, okay.
But Gronk want to play with Tom. Gronk only want to play with Tom. Gronk don't have to think with Tom.
Can you imagine if Gronkowski also tweeted out a retirement announcement? He's like, well, now that I know, even though he didn't tell me that Tom's retiring, I'm retiring too.
Yeah.
And then Gronk is like, never mind, I can't do that now.
I am also waiting for my announcement to retirement.
Just in case you guys were wondering, just in case you were curious. That's it.
Yeah. Well, Gronk basically said he might play even if Tom does retire. Now, previously, he said he would never play for another quarterback other than Tom Brady. But I believe like a week or two ago, he said he's thinking about it. And, you know, even if Tom doesn't mean he's done. So Gronk could be back. But
yeah. No, he's not retired. Wizard, we got to fit it. Boop. No reason. Oh, thank you, Wizard. Appreciate that.
Just $50 for your time and efforts.
I appreciate that. Perna, we could do the
meow.
Perfect.
We got the hottest graphics here at the Grassi Show, a surprise Saturday edition. Thank all of you guys for tuning in. I know just about 5,500 of you are on the Grassi Posse channel right now. That's it. Crazy, Tom.
You know what, though? That's what I was going to say, Austin. If he does retire, which I still think he's going to, Rodgers retires. What? Like that Hall of Fame class is going to be wild. You're going to have Ben, right? You're going to have potentially Brady. You potentially have Rodgers if he leaves. Like that's going to be wild. So.
Oh, interesting about sports betting on that.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. Ooh. Dude, Schefter, I'm unfollowing Schefter after this because like Ian Rappaport tweets out like the same stuff. So I'm going to be like, I'm done. I unfollowed him when the Rodgers stuff happened. And then I refollowed him again because I was like, all right, I'm over it. Now I'm done. Tom's done now. Tom's done.
Well, that's the thing that's interesting because like he's probably going to retire. So the fact that the guys who are good at getting the information report it before Brady's ready, like, is that actually an issue? It seems like if Brady can't control the announcement of his own retirement, like nobody will be able. Like you can't keep anything secret in the NFL. That's why Antonio Brown's an original, you know? Nobody saw what he was going to do coming. I mean, we saw something, but in the middle of a game, taking off his shirt and just leaving, there are no sources for that. That's
except that one girl from OnlyFans, right? Who licked the toilet bowl.
Oh, that's right. Even that had a source then.
That's true.
It's not a super credible one.
So what if Brady goes, who comes in, draft or trade free agency? I mean, they might go and grab another veteran QB. They might.
Oh, they could make a play for Russell Wilson. They could make a play for Rodgers. Well, Rodgers would have, they would both have to be traded. It's NFC, but because the Bucs are in a good cap spot. I mean, they're not going to start Blaine Gabbert. I don't know if they really trust Kyle Trask. So they might be a player for free agency, and they've got they've got the best pitch. We just won one with Tom.
Yeah.
So
come on down,
Russ. We got most of those guys coming back. We got money. Come win one with Tampa.
I did see the Vikings are interviewing Jim. Yep, I saw that.
Oh, I saw that. That's kind of crazy.
I'm just, yeah.
This is the funny thing is, I hope Tom Brady, like I said, I hope he comes back. But if he does retire, the nice thing is his retirement will overshadow Ben Roethlisberger's, as well as Hall of Fame induction.
Oh, yeah.
And Ben should live in his shadows forever. Ben should live in all of the shadows. But the timing wise, do it now, Tom, just so nobody pays attention to Big Ben at the Hall of Fame induction. Boom. Another victory for Tom Brady.
Done. I'm just so pissed. Like, how do you get it so massively wrong? Like, this is probably one of the biggest retirement stories besides Aaron Rodgers that could potentially come out this year. And it's probably honestly the biggest retirement story in the last however many years. And how do you get it so wrong? Like, even if you're right, you're still wrong. Like, he didn't tell the team.
Yeah. It's just a question of who are the sources around Tom. Like, if Ian Rappaport's comfortable enough to go back on the NFL Network just minutes ago and say, we still believe he's going to retire. It's just a matter of timing.
Yep.
And then, like, why would Tom, if he is going to retire, why would he call the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and say, I haven't made a decision? Those are two conflicting things.
Yeah.
So we're basically supposed to trust Ian Rappaport has better sources than Tom Brady calling the Tampa Bay Buccaneers himself and saying he hasn't made a decision.
Correct.
Interesting.
So yeah, folks, we got 7,600 people in here. Again, if you're just tuning in, you may have heard that Tom Brady retired. Well, psych, he didn't. And Adam Schefter got it wrong. So yeah, he might retire. He might. But not now.
It seems likely. It seems very likely. But again, now I never thought I would say this. I'm rooting for him to not retire just to make this whole thing a freaking mess.
Just for the chaos.
I'll risk watching him win one more Super Bowl just for him to make reporting a little bit better in the future, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I bet Aaron Rodgers is calling him right now and be like, you look, man, sports media, really not a fan of mine right now. If you come back and play one more year, we can unite. We can, not on the same team, of course, but it'd be you, me, everyone will follow us versus sports media. Let's take them down. Let's take them down, Tom.
I'm so mad. So yeah, not retiring. Tom Brady still active. We'll see if he actually winds up retiring at some point. Yeah, again, they're like trying to, like they think that he's going to. The assumption is that at the end of the year, at some point within the next couple months, you would assume,
yeah,
he's gonna be done.
He basically said he was going to take some time to think about it, the same way Rodgers did, and that he understands. This was from Brady's camp, that he understands the timing of the football business, and that he doesn't want to take anything away from the playoffs, but he wants to get a decision made as quickly as possible for the Buccaneers so they can proceed with free agency and the draft in the appropriate way to plan with or without him.
Yeah.
So, for the first time after the season concluded, the way he spoke about retiring, it felt like this might be legitimate for the first time ever, coming out of Brady's own words. Then we got the information that I just said. So yeah, like like Schefter and all and they weren't even first. It was Jason La Canfora on CBS News last night was talking about Tom Brady retiring. Because I quote tweeted video please do not tease me.
Yeah, you see, yeah, exactly, yeah.
But La Canfora is known for being wrong. If you go and look at the thread, they're like, is this him just being wrong again? Oh no, not another Jason La Canfora thing. But when Schefter or Rappaport do it, it is 100% usually gonna happen. Unless it's about Aaron Rodgers leaving Green Bay in a trade or Tom Brady retiring. But there's such big, juicy stories that I don't think it matters if you're wrong about them on that level. ESPN's not going to get docked views or money for everybody that clicked on their articles or everybody that's watching their videos about this right now. We need an accuracy rating for reporters on Twitter. That's what we really need.
I agree. I completely agree. Yeah, that's right. He's like, suck it, Schefter. That's for Deflategate. That's it.
Oh,
great.
The only way this will be better is if somehow Roger Goodell ends up also looking bad somehow. then I can get on Brady's side.
I really wish Roger Goodell on his Instagram or something just showed himself popping champagne and just dousing himself because he never has to worry about handing a Lombardi to Tom Brady ever again. And then he picks up Twitter again and he's like, oh, as it's just dripping off his face.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I want Brady to do at his retirement announcement is his final words are he pulls up a phone and he says to Roger Goodell, "This is the phone I told you I destroyed, punk," and then just walks off. Just walks off the stage.
John Gruden sent me emails too.
Yeah.
There you go.
I said I destroyed this to protect John Gruden.
Yep.
Then we get real wild territory.
That's it. I think, again, what Brady does is he goes and plays for every single team next year, next season. So there's 32 teams. You have 18 weeks. So basically, for some really bad teams, he'll only play a half, right? And then he's going to go and make the primetime game. I think that should be a thing. He should go play for every single one. It'll be a victory lap, and that's it.
Yeah, if he could finish the season with a winning record, after playing on a different team every week, that would be impressive. That would be 10-7.
He just he actually rigs it so the Texans are supposed to play, I don't know, they're supposed to play the Ravens, so they would lose, and then he goes in as the starting quarterback for the Texans after he bets a whole bunch of money on the Texans to win. I'm just saying, do it. Just do it. So.
Well, anyway, I guess Brady retirement watch will continue either for another day or two or another couple months.
Yep,
Not sure
that's
at
it.
this point.
We'll see, folks. So again, Tom Brady not retired. Adam Schefter tweeting it out a little bit too early. And so his reign of terror continues. But folks, we had over 8,000 people show up here for this crazy news. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. I'm still going to put out this video. I'm just going to change the title and I'm going to shoot some more scenes. So I'm going to put out this every fan's reaction to Tom Brady retiring, but it's going to be a fake retirement now. So
there you go.
But
beautiful,
folks, thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grassi. That's Brandon Perna. We'll be streaming the AFC Championship game tomorrow together. I'll be streaming the NFC after that. Appreciate you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Come back, watch, like it, love it, live it, dream it, fuck it, subscribe.
There you go. Tom Grassi, Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you've been navigated.
Bye-bye. And you've reached your breaking news destination.
I hate you, Adam Schefter.